Anerood, Jugnauth. Je vous le disais, nous attendons à la signature de 5 instruments de coopération bilatérale entre la Grande Péninsule et la République de Maurice, une coopération accrue dans les médecines traditionnelles, le développement des facilités aériennes et maritimes à Agalega, une association très étroite pour l'émergence de notre économie océanique. Je viens d'apprendre aussi qu'il y aura la signature culturelle sur la période 2015-2018 et un protocole et la signature d'un protocole sur l'importation des mangues fraîches de la Grande Péninsule. Un événement tant attendu, tant par la presse mauricienne que la presse indienne, qui est bien présente en grand nombre ce soir dans le réceptorium de l'Assemblée nationale à Port-Louis. Le Premier ministre de la République de Maurice, Anerood Jugnauth, dans la salle du trône, accompagné du chef protocole, M. Sukan. Donc voilà le Premier ministre indien Narendra Modi qui salue les invités présents. Programme très chargé pour le Premier ministre Modi durant les 30 heures qu'il passera à Maurice. Une douzaine de fonctions officielles sur son agenda jusqu'à demain, 12 mars.
Right Honorable Prime Minister of Mauritius, His Excellency the Prime Minister of India, Honorable Deputy Prime Minister, Honorable Vice Prime Ministers, Honorable Ministers, senior officials present, members of the Indian delegation, members of the media.
Je passe la parole maintenant au maître de cérémonie, Jai Ritu, qui est First Secretary au ministère des Affaires étrangères de Maurice.
During the next 20 minutes, we will first proceed with the exchange of 5 instruments of bilateral cooperation signed between Mauritius and India. After which, the Right Honorable Sir Anerood Jugnauth, Prime Minister of Mauritius, and Sri Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India, make their respective statement to the media. Now, may I please call the Secretary to the Cabinet and Head of the Civil Service of Mauritius, Mr. Satyaved Sibalak, and Secretary West, Minister of External Affairs of India, Sri Navtej Singh Sarna, to come in front of the dais, please. We will proceed with the exchange of the 5 instruments of cooperation that have been signed by Mauritius and India. The first is a memorandum of understanding in the field of ocean economy. The second is a memorandum of understanding on cooperation in the field of traditional systems of medicine and homeopathy. Third is a memorandum for the improvement in sea and air transport facilities at Agalega. Fourth, a program for cultural cooperation for the years 2015 to 2018. And fifth is a protocol for the importation of fresh mango from India.
Donc, comme je vous le disais, nous attendons la signature de 5 instruments de coopération bilatérale qui sera signée par Satyaved Sibalok du côté de Maurice.
I now have the honor to kindly request Right Honorable Sir Anerood Jugnauth, Prime Minister of Mauritius, to make his statement to the media, please.
Nous passons maintenant à la déclaration à la presse du Premier ministre de la République de Maurice, Anerood Jugnauth.
Honorable Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, Ministers, Excellencies, other dignitaries, members of the press, good evening to all of you. We are extremely privileged and honored in Mauritius. Sri Narendra Modi, Prime Minister of India, the leader of the largest democracy in the world and a global icon. The government and people of Mauritius warmly welcome Sri Modi and his distinguished delegates. From the moment Sri Modi landed this afternoon, we have been spellbound by the contagious warmth and deep sense of humanity. We thank him from the bottom of our hearts for having graciously accepted to be our chief guest at the National Day celebrations. The special relations that knit Mauritius and India are deeply rooted in kinship and history. This relationship has been further nurtured by mutual trust and respect, common values, time-tested solidarity, and a shared vision of a peaceful and equitable world. A long-standing cooperation, for which we are grateful, has underpinned this relationship. It is with this very spirit that during discussion I had with the Indian Prime Minister earlier, we have concluded 5 agreements which have just now been exchanged. Assist Mauritius in developing itself into a state ocean economy. India will help Mauritius improve the connectivity with its outer islands with focus on the building and upgrading of sea and air transport facilities in Agalega. In this regard, the commissioning of the offshore patrol vessel Barracuda tomorrow in the presence of Sri Modi will mark another in the cooperation between our two countries. Beyond the ocean economy, we have also signed an agreement for cooperation in the field of traditional medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, every year in Mauritius, during an official visit to India, the response was immediate. India extended to Mauritius a line of credit of $100 million to help us put up a cyber city in Eben, which today has become a nerve center for our economy. I am pleased to announce that with the visit of Sri Modi, India will be extending to Mauritius a new package of assistance. In this regard, we appreciate that Prime Minister Modi and his government have agreed to redirect the Indian line of credit of USD 200 million initially meant for the light railway transit system towards projects in the ICT, water, and has kindly agreed to consider as soon as technically possible waiving the visa fee payable by Mauritian nationals in respect of the new online visa on arrival system. We have taken the opportunity to review the issue of the preferential trade agreement signed in August 2006 between the two countries to further enhance market access and have agreed on the way forward. I have raised today with Prime Minister Modi the issues related to the Mauritius-India Double Taxation Avoidance Treaty. We appreciate that already India has postponed the consideration of the GAA until 2017. However, we have stressed on the initiatives taken by Mauritius to build substance within our offshore jurisdiction. I have requested Prime Minister Modi to give us his full support on the DTA as it is of prime importance for the global business sector. On the international front, Mauritius reaffirms its unflinching support for India's bid for a permanent seat at the United Nations Security Council. Mauritius and other small island developing states are also our sovereignty over the islands. I wish to take this opportunity to applaud India for its leadership role in the international arena and also for its relentless support for the advancement of Mauritius. I will conclude by once again thanking Sri Narendra Modi for having accepted to bless Mauritius by his presence for our National Day celebrations and for his positive response to our request for assistance. I wish to share with Sri Modi that his Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas motto clearly applies to Mauritius as well. Thank you for your attention.
Sir Anerood Jugnauth, members of the media, I sincerely thank you for your warm welcome and the extraordinary hospitality. I'm very grateful to you and the people of Mauritius for invitation as the chief guests of the National Day tomorrow. It is an honor for the 1.25 billion people of India. They deeply value this relationship. It flows from the depth of our hearts and from the deepest bonds of kinship. We always stand in solidarity and support for each other. It comes naturally to us from our friendship, our shared values, and our common regional and global interests. We are partners in our economic progress. We have built a relationship of matchless strength and character. It is no surprise that Prime Minister and I had an excellent meeting. The outcomes and decisions today are truly significant. We discuss our shared interests in a safe and secure Indian Ocean and a stable and prosperous Indian Ocean region. We value the leadership by Mauritius in this area. Today, I was pleased to offer a concessional line of credit of $500 million for civil infrastructure projects for Mauritius. We also intend to quickly build the petroleum storage and bunkering facility in Mauritius. This will not only benefit Mauritius, but also reinforce its role as a regional hub. A decade ago, India helped build the first cyber city in Mauritius. Its remarkable success reflects the strategic foresight of Mauritius in diversifying its economy. Today, we have offered support for construction of the second cyber city. Our agreement today on the development of Agalega Island is a major stride in our cooperation in infrastructure sector. It demonstrates the depth of our mutual confidence. Mauritius has shown great vision in the development of its ocean economy. Our agreement on cooperation in the ocean economy is an important step in our scientific and economic partnership. This will improve our understanding of marine ecology. It will help us to develop new areas of ocean economy and at the same time follow more sustainable practices in using our blue assets. Over the past few years, we have discussed revision of our double taxation avoidance convention. This is based on our shared objective of preventing abuse of the convention, while enabling Mauritius to benefit fully from this arrangement. We have agreed to continue this discussion. However, I have assured Prime Minister that we will do nothing to harm this critical sector of one of our strongest strategic partners in the world. I also conveyed our deep appreciation for the support and cooperation offered by Mauritius on information exchange on taxation. We should resume our discussions on comprehensive economic partnership agreement. Prime Minister and I consider our security cooperation to be a cornerstone of our strategic partnership. This is not only because of our responsibility to each other, but also because of our shared vision for our maritime neighborhood. I reiterate India's commitment to cooperate with Mauritius in its efforts to secure its vast exclusive economic zone. We are also honored to be the preferred partner for Mauritius in developing its security capabilities. Tomorrow, we will commission Barracuda into the service of the Coast Guard of Mauritius. I assured Prime Minister of timely support in all areas, including delivery of other ships and equipment that Mauritius has ordered from India. We agreed that broader regional cooperation will enhance peace and prosperity in our maritime region. In this context, I thank Prime Minister for the leadership shown by Mauritius in the Indian Ocean Rim Association and for hosting its secretariat. We are grateful for the support Mauritius has always given us in international forums. It gives India strength to speak on issues of common interest. The adoption of June 21st as the International Day of Yoga by the United Nations General Assembly by record sponsorship in a record time is a tribute to our shared heritage. We had strong meeting of minds on climate change. We are both committed to strong national action. We will also strengthen our bilateral cooperation and global partnership on addressing its challenges. People-to-people contacts constitute the very foundation of our relationship. We will continue to nurture it with highest level of priority. For Mauritius, we have decided to waive the free fee or the electronic travel authorization. We have also decided to launch a multidisciplinary youth forum. This will connect our youth more, and it will show the seeds of strong partnership in the future. I am really grateful to Prime Minister Sri Jugnauth, and his team for very productive and substantive meeting. I'm excited about the National Day celebrations, the privilege of speaking to the National Assembly and other very special events tomorrow. To me, more than anything else, they reflect the richness of our relationship. Once again, thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Message très fort ici du Premier ministre indien Narendra Modi qui annonce une ligne de crédit préférentielle de 500 millions de dollars américains au gouvernement mauricien pour positionner l'île Maurice comme un regional hub. Narendra Modi qui parle de Maurice comme un des partenaires stratégiques les plus importants pour l'Inde. Et il a aussi annoncé le soutien total de la Grande Péninsule par rapport à l'accord de non-double imposition fiscale entre les deux pays. Donc je vous rappelle que 5 accords ont été conclus ce soir au bâtiment du Trésor et échangés ici au réceptorium de l'Assemblée nationale en présence du Premier ministre.